Video script. Is the U.S. stock market crashing? Is a major crisis coming? Introduction. In recent weeks, sharp volatility in the U.S. stock markets has drawn the world's attention to Wall Street. The NASDAQ, S&P 500, and Dow Jones indices are shaking under a combination of poor economic data, fears of continued interest rate hikes, and massive losses in big-name stocks. But is this just a temporary correction, or are we witnessing the early signs of a much larger crash? Part 1. What's going on? After the 2020 pandemic, the U.S. Federal Reserve pumped trillions of dollars into the economy and slashed interest rates to historic lows. This easy money fueled one of the longest bull markets in history. Tech stocks soared. Investors felt unstoppable. But every rally has an end. Since 2022, inflation spiraled out of control, and the Fed had to reverse course. Interest rates climbed rapidly, creating a tough environment for both consumers and businesses. Now we're in a phase where high rates and economic slowdown are hitting simultaneously, triggering widespread recession fears. Part 2. Tech giants are bleeding. Companies like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, and Microsoft have seen their stocks drop 20 to 30% from their all-time highs. Some AI-related stocks that skyrocketed last year are now plunging just as fast. And it's not just tech. Financials, real estate, and energy sectors are also under pressure. Banks are tightening lending. The commercial real estate sector is flashing warning signs, rising vacancy rates, and falling office demand. Part 3. What will the Fed do next? All eyes are now on the Federal Reserve. Its policy decisions could shape the future of the markets. Inflation is still above target, and the Fed insists it's ready to tighten even further if needed. But higher rates also mean slower growth and less room for companies to expand. Investors are asking a critical question. Will the Fed win this battle, or will the market break under pressure? If rates stay high for too long, it could trigger a much deeper correction. Part 4. Learning from the past. Let's rewind to 2008. Back then, many believed the downturn was temporary too. But then came the collapse of Lehman Brothers, the bursting of the mortgage bubble, and the worst global financial crisis in decades. Today isn't an exact copy, but there are troubling similarities. Whenever markets are fragile, investor confidence is shaken, and bubbles are everywhere. Crashes don't shout, they whisper. First comes the tremor, then the collapse. Closing, what should you do? The current situation in the U.S. stock market poses serious risk for individual investors. Those chasing quick profits could face painful losses. In times like these, staying cautious, doing your research, and avoiding emotional decisions is more important than ever. So, will there be a crash? If so, when? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear. We may be nearing the end of an era on Wall Street. A new economic cycle, or even a new crisis, could be just around the corner. You can wrap up the video with, what do you think? Is the U.S. stock market headed for a major crash? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth analysis.